The person who left you has an unspoken message. It will shock you, not because it's dramatic, but because it's true. They never had the courage to say it out loud, so it stayed buried in silence. This is the message they never sent you. I didn't leave because you weren't enough. I left because I didn't know how to become enough for you. They saw your love. They felt your effort. They knew how deeply you cared, and that's what scared them the most. Because real love doesn't ask for perfection, it asks for presence, and they weren't ready to be fully present. They smiled when they walked away, but that smile didn't last, because pretending to be okay is easier than admitting regret. They told themselves they needed space, freedom, time. But the truth is, they needed escape. Escape from accountability. Escape from growth. Escape from the version of themselves that your love was trying to awaken. You weren't asking for too much. You were asking the wrong person. What they never told you is this. You became a mirror, and in you, they saw their unfinished wounds. You asked simple things. Communication, effort, emotional safety. But for someone still running from their past, those simple things feel overwhelming. So they chose distance, not because it hurt less, but because staying would have required them to change. They hoped you would move on quickly, not because they didn't care, but because if you healed fast, they wouldn't have to face how deeply they hurt you. Their silence was never peace. It was avoidance. Because silence is easier than admitting, I was wrong. They still think about you, in quiet nights, in slow mornings, in moments when life doesn't distract them. They wonder if you're happy now, if someone treats you better, if you forgot them. And here's the truth that is hardest to accept. They didn't leave with certainty. They left with confusion, and that confusion follows them everywhere. They miss the way you understood them without words, the safety you offered without conditions. But pride keeps them away. Fear keeps them silent, because returning would mean admitting they lost something rare. And now listen carefully. This part is not about them. It's about you. You didn't imagine the connection. You didn't love incorrectly, and you were never hard to love. You were just loving someone who hadn't learned how to stay. Sometimes people leave not because love ends, but because courage does. And the unspoken message they carry will remain unspoken, because some people would rather live with regret than face the truth. If this resonated with you, remember this. What they couldn't give you does not define your worth, and what you gave was real.